Bovet watches break from the norm. The Virtuoso collection is a showcase of the brand's remarkable watchmaking expertise and mastery of artisanal finishes. Bovet has just unveiled the second chapter for the Virtuoso VIII. A 10-day power reserve, big date, flying tourbillon with superb execution. We're going to meet Mr Pascal Raffy to find out more.
Today it's a very special moment for me. You discovered in the facility all the components, all through the ateliers, the way we think, we develop, we bespoke, we handcraft, we finish all our components, all movements included. As far as you do know that we do our own cases, dials, hands, movements, up to the hairspring. And now I would like to explain to you the beautiful journey of the Virtuoso VIII. After considering the Amadeo system, a few years ago, one of our most loyal collectors, and I say hello to all our collectors around the planet, I take the opportunity to say that I miss them, even though I have the great opportunity to exchange with them with the mediums of communication. I have to say that one of them came to me last year. And this gentleman collects a lot of Bovet timepieces. He has a smaller wrist than mine. And even though he collects the Amadeo system in our big complications, because he loves, enjoys, is knowledgeable on the finishings, the mechanics, the way we display our complications, he asked me, nearby a Virtuoso VIII that he collected a few years ago, with all the engravings we display, the beautiful aventurine dial, with the yin and yang design of the timepiece. He kindly asked me to have something with a more light look. And then came his idea of designing dials reflecting a beautiful VIII. Before than that, I would like to show you the timepiece he has in his collection. It is a Virtuoso VIII Chapter 1, where you can see that all the movement from both sides is fully hand engraved. It takes 60 hours to hand engrave plate, bridges, to go to these beautiful finishings up to around the cage of the tourbillon, plus 50 hours to be able to hand engrave the writing slope case with its bow on the bezel, the lug, and even though on the side of the case. The timepiece this gentleman has is the timepiece he loves to wear when he's in black tie, special events. And then his request was for his everyday to have something with a different look, simpler finishings, even though with the same quality and the same concern for uniqueness. And his idea was that we develop the timepiece I have on my wrists. As you can see, the two dials in aventurine glass have been designed to form a beautiful VIII. The finishings are done on a Côte de Genève. The Côte de Genève sparkles, and when you turn your wrist, you will see different shades. It's a pure pleasure. On a movement which became an icon of our collection. A 10 days power reserve tourbillon with a beautiful huge cage, 3 times patented, with an ergonomy that when you have it on your wrist, it's a pure repeated pleasure. When we look at the big dates, only by pressing firmly the cabochon in sapphire, you can change your big date. This timepiece then becomes a new expression of Virtuoso VIII with the Chapter 2. When you look at the timepiece, the decorations are of same level, but you can wear it all during your day. Is it in red gold? Is it in white gold? Is it in platinum? The Chapter 2 of the Virtuoso VIII has the same heavily beautiful mechanics in a more sporty touch. The cage of the tourbillon of the Virtuoso VIII is patented. On one side, you have the balance wheel and the hairspring. On the other side, you do have the escapement. It brings you a better balance of the cage of the tourbillon, which is going to help you for a better chronometry. Another great feature is that for 10 days of power reserve, a big heart with one single barrel. And please, remember what I'm saying, you will see that your timepiece does have more than 11.3 days of true power reserve. We display 10 days, but one of the greatest features is that when you take your timepiece, you see my power reserve hand is at 4, rewinding and counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In less than 10 turns of crown, I rewinded 1 day. In 100 turns of crown, you do rewind 10 days of power reserve. If every morning you do so, your beautiful ergonomy allows you not to have an automatic block. It helps the ergonomy. And this feature is patented 2 times. One of the great things of the Virtuoso VIII, a beautiful ergonomy, beautiful mechanics, innovation, synced and nested in a timepiece with a conservative shape. And by the way, it's important to say that from now on, the first Virtuoso VIII enters in the Bovet atelier. It must be asked, requested, and it will take between 3 to 4 months for us to fine-tune a chapter 1. The chapter 2 became, since a few months, a beautiful success. This is thanks to a collector. I'm delighted to thank my dear John for his great idea.